All right, today is Friday, April 8th, 2016. I'm here with some folks teaching them about how to map out leads so that way it's efficient use of time. So we've got a list from code enforcement. So we go through there and we remove all the banks, all the company-owned leads, any land trusts, anything but an individual. We can do with the estate of a person, that's fine, or a life estate, but we're looking for individuals. So then finally we sort them by zip code. So here we've got from 15,000 leads down to 5,200 leads. Y'all with me? So once we do it that way, then after I clean them all out, then I focus on a particular zip code. Are you with me?
Yep.
So you can't do it all at one time, so don't. So I go to a different place to look at my leads. I'm going to give you an example. Here we go, 78229. So what I did with 78229 is I started out with 35 leads. Are y'all with me? Mm-hmm. So I have certain things here. First name, last name, street number, street name, city, state, zip code, and tax value. I even have another one. Now I'm going to give you the sample, by the way. It says good. I gave myself 1 star if it's vacant, like different address on the tax, BCAD, the County Appraisal District. I gave myself 1 star. If they've owned it longer than 10 years, I give myself 2 stars. So the more stars, the more likely it's a great lead. Are you with me? So what I do, and only one thing at this point, is I go to the BCAD. I want to, again, eliminate leads. Why would I eliminate them? Watch this. They're over $500,000. We don't go after that in San Antonio. We want low-hanging fruit. Guess what? It's actually owned by a bank now. It got foreclosed. We didn't know that at the time when we first cleaned them out. Now we do. Third, they just sold it a week ago. We eliminate those. Are you with me? So if you notice on my spreadsheet here, anything that's not good, I just put NG. So what ends up happening is I get all the NGs, right click, and delete. Bam, now we're down to 27.
Oh, because you sort by the tax value.
Right.
There.
Now, once I delete them, I also sort them back by street name. Why? Because now that I have them in street name, I'm going to do Control P. I'm going to print them out. Okay? Once I print them out, then now I can upload that list to Google Maps and decide where I want to go with these properties. Are you with me? So here it is. I'm closing out everything. I've worked on 1 zip code, like you guys. I then go to Google. Now it automatically logs me in. You have to create a Google account. Once you do that, at the top right is this little 9-digit here, the apps. You go to the maps. And then come over to the left. It's going to be a bunch of clicks, but it's worth it. There's a menu button. And you scroll down to My Maps. From My Maps, at the very bottom, you create a map. Next, you hit the blue button here on the left. It's called Import. And finally, you select a file from your computer. Now, when I clean a list, best list yet, after I eliminate everything, I call it 78229 clean. 78212 clean. So every step, I keep saving it as a different thing. Why? In case I have to go back. So here's my 78229 clean. It's asking me what information do they want to use that I'm giving them so they can plot them out. What do you think is important? Do I need their name?
No.
No, I need a street number, a street name, city, state, and zip code. And since I printed this page out with all the addresses, street names in alphabetic order, I'm going to look at just by street name. You understand? Mm-hmm. So it's going to take about 5-10 seconds. And guess what? There are your 27 leads. Now my property office here is right there. I'm going to start with this one. So that one is, the street name is Songbird. So I get a little pen. Excuse me if I can't find one. I get Songbird, and there it is. So where's Songbird? There it is. So that one, I'm going to put a number 1 around it and circle it. Let's go to the next one. Guess what? I feel comfortable to go to this one. And there's 3 of them on that one street, Glen Crest. So there's 2, 3, 4. And then I go to this one and this one, then I go to this one, then I go to this one. I did this route 2 weeks ago. You know how long it took me to look at 27 properties? 52 minutes. Because I'm not going to these code enforcements to get out of my car, to walk around the home. Oh, I'm an investor. What it's about is it vacant or distress? If it's distress, leave a card, leave a note in the door. If it's occupied and it's pretty, they have fixed the complaint against them by code enforcement. So they're not worth stopping at. We're going after distress people, distress homes. Are you with me? All the while you're driving around in this little area, keep your eyes open for other deals. Write down the address. Come back and research them. And by the way, I didn't show you this, but when I research a property on this list, I go to the BCAD, and I'm strictly searching by property address. So for example, this first one, 4815, hang on, Allegh. There's a guy named Melvin. I'm looking, does Melvin own the property or is it a company? If it's a company, no good. But look, yeah. Now, is it the same address? Tentatively, it is. So I wouldn't give myself a star for that. The tax value is 105. I don't need 105,030.21. I just need 105, 120, 190. Keep it simple. And then I go to the very bottom. I want to see if he's owned it at least 10 years or did he just recently transact it. If it's a recent within a year, no good. Okay? So this one was 2008, right? But look what's here. A little key word, executor's deed, which means this property's been in the family for a freaking long time because there's nothing below it. I bet this family's owned this property for at least 25, 30 years. And it's probably free and clear, more than likely. So yeah, this definitely, in my mind, even though it says 2008, it really is a star because they probably owned it 30 years. You with me? So there's my star at the very top. In fact, I think I put 2 stars on that one for whatever reason. Okay? So let me go to one that's not good. It would be something owned by a company, right? So let me see what's one of those NGs. Where's the 7229? There we go. So I'm going to pick an address here, 5010 East Beverly May. So there it is, 50. So it's under the Zimmerman Living Trust, right? And for whatever reason, we chose not to go to it. Land Trust, oh, here's why. Because look, they just sold it to somebody, but it doesn't reflect it up here. Do you understand? Mm-hmm. You've got the Zimmermans here, but guess who really owns it? This person. It just hasn't corrected itself. Are you with me? So essentially, that's what we're doing. 27 properties, I ran it in 52 minutes, and I'm also looking at other properties in the area. All right, thanks.